Do you want a sad future? Do you want no life? That could be our future in a few decades. How dare you! I am here because of you. We are endangered and all you can think about is your stupid money and power and letting this terrifying tragedy continue. I'm hereby to tell you the facts today. Firstly, I need to say that this is your fault. You make this happen. Your electricity and heat, construction and agriculture are creating H20, CH4 and CO2. Not to mention the problems that are affected by this, such as endangered species, shrinking glaciers, and sea level rises. And I'm not going to get started on that one of the biggest lakes in the world started drying up recently. Thirdly, more consequences are that 30% of animals could be extinct, 90% of corals will die, harvests could be halved, storms will be more frequent and extreme, and low-lying settlements will be lost. It is time we take action. My opinion is we should plant more trees. Science has proven that trees provide a range of environmental benefits and storing carbon dioxide. My second decision is to focus on recycling. Proven by this is that 60% of rubbish that ends up in the bin could be recycled, and around 11 of our household waste is plastic, and 40% of that are plastic bottles. Now it's time to deal with it. We cannot control the past, but we can control the present. And now it's time to strike, or there will be no future. Thank you.
The new generations are watching as you, our leaders, your mistakes are corrupting and destroying our planet. But whether you like it or not, change is coming. You are failing your countries and people. Climate change is the planet's greatest threat. We are watching as you release tons of greenhouse gases into our atmosphere, slowly killing our planet. Even the youth are noticing these changes in our environment. Now is the beginning of the sixth great mass extinction. It is predicted up to 90% of coral reefs will become lifeless and 30% of wildlife species will become extinct. The next youth generation will not be able to see certain animals that are being affected by climate change. Pandas, elephants, whales, monkeys, tigers, turtles, polar bears and snow leopards. These animals will become extinct. There is only one male white rhino on this planet. Greenhouse gases are warming our planet and destroying the sea ice. Furthermore, could sink entire cities, if not whole countries. Also, sea ice acts as the world's biggest reflector of sunlight, so it cools the planet and has the ability to sink cities and countries. We cannot risk this possibility. If a change is not made, we could see whole cities underwater. I personally believe we as a country need to plant more trees. Forests in the UK are 10% lower than other countries in Europe, such as France at 32%, Germany at 33%, Spain at 37%. The CCC, the Climate Change Committee, has asked for a significant increase in tree planting. Trees have magic powers. They provide a range of environmental and social benefits, including storing CO2, reducing floods, improved biodiversity. This is essential for the processes that support all life forms. The average person in the UK uses 200 kilograms of paper each year. Every tonne of paper that is recycled is equal to around 17 trees that are saved. Around 11% of our household waste is plastic. 40% of this is plastic water bottles. Up to 60% of bin waste could be recycled. So as a country, we should all begin to recycle our waste starting from now. Climate change is damaging our perfect planet. If change is not made, the planet will end. Experts believe humans are the main cause of climate change, so why should we not prove them wrong? Maybe we may be the reason, but we could be the solution to end climate change. We as a planet need to end climate change now. Not tomorrow, next week, not next month, now.
Today our Earth is being destroyed by you. You do not know what you are doing to your Earth and yourselves. You are destroying our Earth by releasing greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. You politicians say that your nation is reducing CO2 and methane emissions. You're not, are you? Sadly, if we can't stop these actions, we will be doomed. Our Earth will end and we'll all be dead. Our first problem is that 200 of our animal species go extinct every day. We need to stop this, or soon we'll only have ourselves as the only species on Earth. Problem 2 is that the Amazon is burning and Earth's environment might end soon enough. Now for problem 3, the biggest problem of all. We are throwing rubbish into the oceans. Although you may think that a Coke can would be a good home for a small fish, it's still not a good house for the rest of the world. Our oceans, like the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, North, Arctic, Antarctic, Caspian and all the others oceans, are being polluted. We must do something to solve these issues to save the environment. The actions we can do are highly limited. This is because we have already made it almost unsolvable. We need to do the following actions now. 1. We can stop fly tipping in the middle of nowhere to stop our crops being ruined. 2. Use more electric and less gases. Petrol costs too much and is bad for the atmosphere. 3. Start recycling plastics and stop leaving it in the middle of nowhere. We need to do these actions now or else.
This is all wrong. At 10 years old, I shouldn't be telling you this. Do you know what you're doing to the fantastic world? You're destroying and killing it. Why are you destroying the world? You are not doing enough, even if you say you are. In some developed countries, laws are already in place to reduce the production of greenhouse gases. Up to 30% of wildlife could become extinct. If we don't do anything in the future, children won't know what an elephant is. I don't want my future children to not see a lion. Up to 90% of coral reefs will become lifeless. I personally want to keep them alive. Storms could become more extreme. Some countries have started committing to reducing emissions and finding alternate energy sources. Wind farms supporting the manufacture, committing to phasing out the manufacture of petrol and diesel. Do you know trees have superpowers? Trees provide a range of environmental and social benefits, including capturing and storing carbon dioxide, improve biodiversity, reduce forests. We should plant more trees because currently around 30% of the UK is covered by woodland. On the other hand, England has 10% less than any other country in Europe. France is 32% covered by woodland, Germany 33% and Spain 37%. The average person in the UK uses approximately 2. For each tonne of paper recycled, 17 trees are saved. Around 11% of household waste is plastic, and up to 40% of this is plastic bottles. Up to 60% of the waste ends up in the bin when it could have been recycled instead. Did you know recycling one glass bottle or a jar saves enough energy to power your computer for 20 minutes? So come and join me so the world won't be destroyed. We must act fast. I personally believe if we don't start now, there won't be any time left. If we tell our friends and family, we could maybe have about 50 more years on this planet. So let's do it, or the world will end.
Did you know that what you're doing could ruin our beloved planet? We need to make a crucial change to save our environment quickly. I cannot be up here convincing people 2 times older than me to save our planet from ending. My future children won't even know or an elephant is because they're going extinct because of our actions. In the UK, there is only 13% of woodland. On the other hand, France, Spain and Germany have approximately 30% of woodland each. We need to stop building and find woodland immediately, before it's too late. Glaciers shrink because of global warming and climate change. Droughts and storms are now more frequent and extreme because of our terribly tragic acts. Animal species are becoming endangered every day because of this disgrace of humans. These things are making our lives worse every single day of the year. One of the things you can do to save our planet is to plant trees. Planting trees can provide a wide range and contribute to 8 of 10 environmental goals set out by the government's 25-year environmental plan. In England, 10% of land is covered by trees, as Australia, 16% of woodland, and in Brazil, approximately 60% of land is covered by forests. It is obvious that trees give us too. Another thing we can do to help our environment is to stop eating meat and dairy.
Louder.
In the UK alone, in 2018, there were approximately 600,000 vegans, whilst in 2006 there were only 150,000 vegans. Despite 77% agricultural land, only 17% of global energy consumptions come from animals. We need to.
Do you know what you are doing to the planet, nature and the animals in it? Do you know day after day you help kill the environment by doing things you do all the time? You are killing our wonderful world. Our planet is dying. Storms are more powerful. 30% of Earth's wildlife are going to go extinct because of you. 90% of coral reefs are going lifeless because of you. Greenhouse gases are killing crops. The sea is rising and destroying beautiful flower fields and sandy yellow beaches. Action 1. Planting trees. Did you know trees have superpowers? A way you can help the environment is by planting trees. By planting a couple trees, you can make the environment just that little bit happier. But don't only plant 1 or 2 trees, plant way more if you want to help a bunch. Don't plant them right next to each other either. Give them some personal space. Action 2. Don't waste things. Up to 60% of waste in our bins can be recycled. By recycling paper, you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone, recycling and saving trees. From my point of view, people do not help the planet as much as they should. We will. Together we'll change the world.